Welcome to Kids Corner, everybody. We are so excited to hang out with you a little bit today. So we've been indoors or outside, but inside at home with our loved ones. And I know this sounds a bit weird because you've already said hello to everybody, but I want you to just greet the people in your own house intentionally. So can you give them a high five or a hug or a big kiss? Our hugs and kisses are becoming really, really special because we can only do that with the people that are in our that's in our home and that we love and trust. So to stay safe, if you are allowed to do this in your home, why don't you go grab a pet or a parent or a sibling and go give them a big hug to say hello and I love you or something, something really cool like that. So that's how we're saying hi to each other. So if you want to say hi to everybody else by sharing your wave emoji, please do that so we know that you're watching. You can also pop your name down in the comment section, then we know who we are chatting to today. So today in Kids Corner, we're going to be doing the same thing that we do every week. We're going to connect a little bit by giving a high five or a hug. We've already done that. Then we're going to play a game and do some worship fun that we do at Kids Church. We're also going to be hearing from Dr. Wayne Jones. He's a pediatrician. He's going to be chatting to us a little bit about medical things. Then we're going to be hearing a little bit about some of the stuff we are doing at Kids Church online, and also a really great memory verse and an activity that we'll do together. So before I hand over to Pam, who will help us with worship, let's see if all the kiddies are listening. So can you touch your nose? Can you touch your head? Can you wiggle your body? Can you make a silly face? Good job, well done. So let's play a quick game of Simon Says together, then you'll hear from Pam on how we're going to do worship together today.
Hey, let's play Simon Says. When I say Simon Says jump, you jump. When I say Simon Says shout hooray, you shout hooray. But if I don't say Simon Says first, don't move. And that's how we play the game. Are you ready? Simon says, jump! Simon says, touch your toes! Simon says, stomp your feet!
Stomp, 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 stomp!
Wiggle your ears! Did you wiggle your ears? I didn't say Simon says. Let's play again. Simon says, hop like a frog.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Simon says, shout hooray! Simon says, slap your knees. Roll your eyes. Did you roll your eyes? I didn't say Simon Says. Let's play again. Simon says, fly like a plane. Simon says, moo like a cow. Simon says, wiggle your fingers. Touch your nose. Did you touch your nose? I didn't say Simon Says. And that's how we play Simon Says.
Hey kids, so today we're going to do the song Thankful. It's one of my favorite songs and it teaches us how to be thankful and grateful to God. So in the comments below, please tell me what you're thankful for. So while you're listening to the song, grab your crayons, draw, dance a little, and listen to the music. I hope you enjoy the song. Bye!
I like to think about the goodness of the Lord. He gives gives me everything I need and so much more. So I just wanna lift my hands and say that I love him. I just wanna lift my heart in praise. And I wanna be thankful, I wanna be grateful, I wanna remember everything that the Lord has done. I wanna be thankful, I wanna be grateful, I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna be. I like to think about the goodness of the Lord. He gives me everything I need and so much more. So I just wanna lift my hands and say that I love him. I just wanna lift my heart in praise. And I wanna be thankful, I wanna be grateful, I wanna remember everything that the Lord has done. I wanna be thankful, I wanna be grateful, I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna be thankful, I wanna be grateful, I wanna remember everything that the Lord has done. I wanna be thankful, I wanna be grateful, I wanna be, 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 I wanna be.
Even though we don't get to go to church right now, how special is it that we can still use our bodies and our minds and our phones and devices and TVs to worship God? It's really great. So kids, in a short while we're going to hear from your kids' church leaders. They've got a special message for you, and we're going to do a really fun activity together. So if you want to go grab some craft supplies while your parents listen to an interview with a doctor, that'd be fine. So you can go grab your craft things. You need a jar and some stickers, some glitter glue or ordinary glue or paint. See what you have at home, and then we're going to be listening to an interview so long with Dr. Jones. With all the uncertainty and the medical health stuff out there on social media, we've called in an expert, Dr. Jones, who is a pediatrician. He's going to be sharing with us some valuable insights and some tips on how to stay safe, stay healthy, how to chat to your kids as well. Here's the interview with Dr. Jones.
I think that the big issue obviously is the uncertainty. I think a lot of us don't know what, where, how, and what's going on at the moment. So I think of the research which has come through, and obviously people working more, getting more to know about the virus, I think that the certain things that we should do and certain things we should not do. So I think from a should do point of view, I think parents should firstly teach their kids to wash their hands properly. And a nice example is that for the younger kids especially, is when they wash their hands, it's a proper wash. In other words, they must sing happy birthday twice. So while parents should wear masks, the kids should wear their masks, and I've seen some small babies even with little face masks on them. And so it's possible to get a nice comfortable mask, and the kids must learn to wear these masks and made to stop the spread of this bug, because there's a lot of new things we're still learning about the virus, how it spreads, how it exactly sits on surface, and what can happen to it. So I think masks are very, very important. Then the other one, and that's the difficult one, is not to touch your face. So don't touch your nose, don't touch your mouth, and don't touch the eyes. And that being is, of course, when you touch your face, or you potentially can spread the virus from there. We know the virus can be on certain surfaces. They stay there for quite a while. So if you touch a surface, you touch your mouth, touch your nose, potentially can increase the risk as well. So I think that's a difficult one for kids, because they like touching things. They like to sort of feel and learn from the environment. So I think that's important from a parental point of view. Kids will mimic what you do. Be calm, be sensitive about what's going on at the moment. If your kids do ask, why are we doing all this kind of stuff, then explain to them in their terms, or at their level why we're doing certain things. the new normal is not quite normal, and it's a big thing for kids to adapt, not having to go out, not having to touch, not having to go to movies and do all the nice things. But I think it gives parents a lot of opportunity to create new things at home that kids can do. If you do all the social distancing, the hand washing, the face masking, and the basic rules, then the person should be quite safe and comfortable. It's like when you put your child into a car with a seatbelt, so you're trying to protect them from getting injured or whatever. And that has been explained to them in the past. This is why mommy or daddy is putting a seatbelt on, because if something bad happens, we don't want you to get sore or injured or whatever. So, and the same principle applies here. It's almost like we're trying to teach them a new form of a seatbelt. So the seatbelt that to protect you, that you don't get a sore throat or a sore tummy or whatever. So you've got to explain to them why you're doing certain things. You can't just say, oh, don't touch this, don't do that, don't do that. You don't think what's on that. You've got to explain to them why you're doing certain things. And again, in their terms, why we're doing these things. So it's all there to protect you, that you don't, like I said, don't get a sore throat, don't get a sore tummy. If you don't get it, then I won't get that kind of thing as well.
I really love the idea of using the seatbelt analogy to communicate to kids how to talk about how to understand the virus and its spread and how we should all be safe and practice those things. It doesn't need to be scary, it doesn't need to be a big deal, it just becomes part of our normal daily life to do these things. So I hope you guys can also have a bit of fun with it the next time you need to explain, to find a creative way, like Dr. Jones explained to us, to chat to your kids about this stuff. So some kids are really enjoying being at home. Can you put your hand up if that's you, if you're still loving being at home? Others are really missing their friends at school and their teachers. Who's that? Can you put your hand up? Other kids are freaking out. I know who you are. I know that there's some of you out there that are just not coping very well. And I guess all of that's expected in this crazy, strange time. So remember what we said right in the beginning, that when we are thankful, it's a simple thing to do. It's just to be thankful for something, to remember God's love that is unchanging, that can all help us to feel more positive and to make us feel safe and grounded. We're also talking about determination this month at Kids Church and in the older section for primary school kids. So this verse is from Galatians 6 verse 9. It says this: "Let us not become tired of doing good. At the right time, we will gather a crop if we don't give up." We can trust God, and He gives us the strength to keep going. And ultimately, He is in control, and He knows when the right time is to come and go. God also gives us community, you guys, to help us keep going when things get a little bit tough. We, your church leaders, have been praying for you so much over the last few weeks, and we really wanted to encourage you as you figure out church from home, school from home, life from home, friends from home, family at home. So we hope that you enjoy seeing their faces. They've put together a little video for you and a short message to encourage you.
Hello boys and girls, during this lockdown period I just want you to continue spreading your love. A love to mom and dad, granny, grandpa, brothers, sisters, pets, everybody, and remember, I love you.
We know lockdown hasn't been easy, but well done, you're doing great.
Even though lockdown has seemed like a very dark time for a lot of people, I want to encourage you today to be the sunshine. Whether that is with a smile or just a laugh, be the sunshine.
You guys are so brave staying at home. Keep it up and stay safe.
Hey guys, just wanted to say you're amazing, and here's big hugs from me to you.
Thumbs up kids on doing an incredible job of making the impossible possible.
I just want to remind you to don't give up and always trust and rely on God.
I know lockdown hasn't been easy, but today I want to encourage you to find your joy. Whether it's reading your favorite story, sing a song, give your mom a hug, or play with your dog, just find your joy.
Be strong and courageous.
So over the past few minutes, we've talked a lot about thankfulness and determination, and the two kind of go together, don't they? So when we are really thankful for something, when we can turn our attention to God and thank Him for everything that He's done for us and for being here with us all the time, it kind of helps us to be motivated to carry on and to be determined to keep going even when things get tough. Have you ever heard of the saying, my glass is half full or half empty? Well, today we're going to be making a jar and we're going to be filling it with things that we're thankful for. It's called a gratitude jar and we're going to be making one together today. Okay, so we're busy making our gratitude or thankful jar. And yeah, I've started so long, put some stickers. I thought it would be fun to do a little fairy jar kind of garden thing. So I've got my flowers, I found some stickers and some gold stars. And I started so long, I thought today's one would be sunshine. So I just wrote down sunshine. I found a cool sticker of a little sun. I found one of these activity books that you buy at Checkers. And yeah, so I'm going to pop that in there for today's one. And I found some old rose petals, which are really pretty. So I thought I would put them in there. They can dry in there. I suppose you could even write on these. So the thing is to use things in your house and your garden. If you don't have lots of paper, that's fine. You could even take stones or leaves and write your things that you're grateful for on there. Yeah, so you could get a parent to help you if you can't write it, or you can draw a picture. You could also take things that represent what you are grateful for. So for example, instead of writing down sunshine, I could have just found maybe some petals to represent a beautiful day, or if I want to do, say I'm grateful for my home, I could take a Lego block and put it in there. So actually here's a good example of a tractor. So today I'm grateful for the fact that I have a home, and I know that a tractor or some construction vehicle probably helped in the process, so I could pop that in there too. Right, so we've got some pretty petals, and for visual effect I wanted to see what it'll look like to pop some fairy lights in here, but I wouldn't recommend this for young children. Obviously it's just for fun and to film today. And yeah, then we can see what it might look like to let's take that out because I need to close the lid. Yeah, so I thought, got into the garden and got some ivy, so I'm going to find a way to wrap it around. Whoa. Wrap it around. There we go, and obviously you can make it as creative and as arty as you want to. You could also put some glitter pen or paint on your jar. It doesn't have to be a glass jar. You could take a tin, an old tin that you take the wrapper off, even a milk carton, anything you can find that'll contain your bits of paper to show how grateful you are. You could write your Bible verses on there. You could write long prayers. And yeah, you don't have to write just one word. And then what's really cool is you could share this with your family. You could do a family once a day, a family moment where you take out everything in the jar. You could have a family jar, or you can just keep it in your room, keep it to yourself, and use this whenever you need an encouragement. Maybe every morning you go through your jar and pray through these things and start the day off on a positive note. Yeah, so there's lots of different ways that we can use our jar. So have fun with that, and we'd love to see your photos of it. We'd love to see what you're making. So please feel free to send us photos on our social media platforms, and looking forward to seeing yours. Well, that's all for today's Kids Corner. We really hope that you enjoyed the singing, the learning from Dr. Jones, the encouragement from the leaders, and the gratitude jar, which you can go and make now, and you can use it all week or even longer. We'd love to hear from you, so please get in touch with us on our social media platforms, and remember to tune in every morning at 8 a.m. for a special resource or an encouragement from us to you. Bye for now. Enjoy. Now I've got to find a way to figure this out. I think I'll need a bit of glue or something.
You're finished.
Okay, I'm done with this part.
Coming, boy.